Social workers should engage in social and political actions that seeks to ensure that all people have equal access to the resources, employment, services, and opportunities that requires to meet their basic human needs and to develop fully. Social workers should
be aware of the impact of the political arena
on practice and should
advocate for changes in policy and legislation
to improve social conditions in order to
meet basic human needs and promote social justice.
And promote social justice.
And promote social justice.
And if you're social workers, there's no way you can be apolitical.
Those who are disenfranchised, those who don't have a voice, those are the people that we need to make sure policies are working out for their benefit.
Every single social issue that social workers are concerned about are political issues.
In order to impact change, you need to go to a policy level. And I think that we as social workers really need to build relationships with policymakers and show our face. I think a lot of times people don't know what we do as social workers. They don't see us. And I think that we work with the community and we need our voices to be heard.
Social workers are in hospitals. They're working with elderly. They're working with children. They're working with families. They're working with individuals. They're working with families. They're working with groups. We're on universities. We're everywhere.
I'm a social worker who's going to be working on juvenile and criminal justice issues.
I am a social worker who does family therapy.
I'm a social worker who directs a professional association of social workers.
Soy una trabajadora social que trabaja en este de Los Ángeles con familias que reciben beneficios del welfare.
I'm a social worker who works with the Department of Mental Health to design the mental health response to terrorist events.
Social workers do some of the most important work in our society.
What is your experience with Lobby Days? Did they do it the year you were there?
Yeah, we had both years that I was there. We had Lobby Days. Wonderful. It kind of reminded me of the Black Panther Party, you know, when they hit the Capitol and they've all got their guns and, you know, they're coming in and they're kind of like, you know, this is how it's going to be. And, you know, you're feeling good like, yeah, you know, like, man, somebody's standing up like, no, we're not going to be abused no more. No, we're not going for it no more. And somebody just kind of stepped up and you're like, ugh. That's kind of what Lobby Day is, you know?
The reason the budget is being balanced on the underserved and the underrepresented right now is because there's nobody there to represent them. And so if there's going to be nobody there to complain when they cut off their programs, why not cut the money there? And I think it's a strong message to say, no, I'm sorry, these people are represented, these people do have a voice, and you're just going to have to go somewhere else for these cuts.
The way the politics play out affect your people you work with, your communities, and they affect you too. So, I mean, I think we're in a privileged position where we can take the opportunity to go to things like Legislative Lobby Day.
It's like somebody stepping up in there and, you know, we don't have the physical guns, but we got the mental and the spiritual guns. You know, we're kind of stepping in there, you know, and we're saying, you know what, stuff's not right. This is not how it should be, and this is what we're going for. This is how we're saying it should be. And you're kind of stepping in and you're taking over and saying, you know, we're gonna pretty much stick to this agenda and we're gonna put this in your face until you turn things around. Almost a force again, so I love it, you know, I love it. I mean, so it takes me to when the Black Panthers did it, and it's like we're continuing to do it, and that's love. That's love, and that's when we're at our best.
are in an impoverished neighborhood and can't articulate themselves or can't access the people in power, what can they do? We need to be the bridge between the people we serve and the people that are making decisions that are impacting those people we serve.
Everything from funding levels to political support in a more general way depends upon social workers telling the stories of how they are on the front lines helping people and saving lives. It's really that simple.
So the importance of us social workers being a united force to lobby politicians is because we represent the underserved.
Even if you're the most clinical social worker, you better understand what policies are facing the individual you're talking to in the room.
Why am I on this bus?
Yeah.
Because I want to get to Sacramento.
What are you going to do in Sacramento?
In Sacramento, I'm hoping to be able to create some dialogue with legislators.
We need to let them know that we're here. We know what we're talking about. We're in the community, and we're going to voice our opinions. And we're going to, I think opinion is even the wrong word. I think we're going to go in there and let them know that we have the research to back up the knowledge that we're bringing to the table.
Is there something that you would like to see come from that experience of educating, of bringing the people to the legislator? Anything you'd like that you think would be like the greatest thing that could come of that?
Even if it's just a thought in the legislator's head that wasn't there before I got there. Simple as that.
I want to enhance my knowledge of the way legislators work, about how bills get passed, how I could better become aware of the social issues that are going to affect me when I become a professional, and how to better help my clients.
How do you feel right now about the experience and coming up here?
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Yes, very good experience.
I didn't know what to expect, but after getting here and after walking through the halls of the Capitol, it was really, it's just enlightening to know that I can be a part of something like this, because I just never dreamed, coming from an impoverished neighborhood like I did, that I would have this opportunity to actually come to the state capitol and talk about issues that are going to help people in the inner city.
You know, before I came, I just thought I was here to learn. I didn't really want to participate. You know, I was pretty skeptical, but, you know, after today, the rally, all these people together, being able to speak to people, you know, with the suits on and things, and the letters after their names, it's making me want to come back. It has definitely increased my motivation.
I think each student should definitely do this at least once, because I didn't know what it was going to be like, but it was a really good experience. I'm very glad that I did it.
It's like you think of policy, you know, macro is like so big and scary. It's not scary.
You feel like you're able to make a difference, you know? And I think that's very empowering, like she was saying.
I really feel empowered. I'm fired up.
I'm on fire. We're on fire.
Really. It's an excellent experience.
What you gonna do now?
Lobby Day promotions. Woo! What? We have this. We started a committee, Lobby Day promoters. So we're going to start promoting Lobby Days for next year. So you can get 2 or 3 buses.
That's awesome. I love it. Lobby Day promoters.